Yo! Tokyo Ghoul is now on PTB, player test base, whatever it stands for. It's the testing base for the Dead by Daylight, and this is the very first anime collab. And by that, I obviously don't mean the Junji Ito or Attack on Titan or anything like that, like just the skins. This is a straight up killer, and I think it came with a Survivor too, but I have not seen anything about a Survivor, so I don't know. Which, I mean, that makes sense. People come to Tokyo Ghoul for what's his name? This dude. I've only seen like one or two episodes. I'm so sorry to any like Tokyo Ghoul heads out there, but yeah. Yeah, he looks really cool. His power looks like I'm gonna suck with it, but I'm sure some people are gonna be absolutely goated with it. But that's besides the point. This video today is going to be me talking about, now that we have an anime killer, what other anime characters would be good for killers. I might do a whole nother video talking about survivors that would be good, and there's a lot of survivors, but I also have a few killers that I think would be really good. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just intro, intro, drop it down. Word to your mother. Get right into it with Alexander Anderson. Yeah, I love Hellsing Ultimate. It is my favorite anime of all time. I think it's the best anime ever. Yeah, he should be the killer. I think he should be a killer at least. They could do regular Alexander Anderson and just have him be a crazy priest dude like he is in the anime, even though he's not a bad guy in the anime. But honestly, I'm pretty sure the dude from Tokyo Ghoul isn't a full-on villain or just straight-up killer either. Doesn't he, like, try to force himself not to eat people? Like, that's impressive, isn't it? Like, he's a ghoul, he's supposed to eat people, and he forces himself not to. I'm pretty sure it actually physically hurts him not to, too. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's, like, actually just a straight-up good guy. I don't think he's a villain at all in the anime, but whatever. Like I said, I've only seen, like, 2 episodes. But, yeah, Alexander, come on. And if they brought him in, they would also have this form, which is, the form that he takes after he stabs himself with the nail of from the cross. Yeah, this would be sick if they brought in, like, the thorn-ridden, branch-growing Alexander Anderson, the one that turns himself into a monster to defeat Alucard. I think that would be really cool. It would be cool for skin, at least, if they didn't do it full on. This is the only version they bring in, because honestly, I just want to see Alexander Anderson in everything. He's an awesome character. And yeah, the next character I am going to be talking about obviously goes into more Hellsing, because you can never have enough Hellsing Ultimate, baby. Alucard would work so well. Now, I don't think the guns themselves would work very well for Dead by Daylight, at least. This would work for a lot of other games. I've already made a video talking about how I think Alucard deserves a Gungrave Gore type of game, which would be awesome. You can go and check that out. It was just a short on this channel, but yeah. But what I'm talking about today is actually his familiars and the shadow powers he has. I think those would be absolutely amazing for this game. He could teleport, he could do basically anything. He has a ton of powers, and honestly, I think it would be cool to have it like Nemesis, to where it gets more powerful each time, and then maybe it builds up until you get to level 4 or whatever, and you can open the last gate, which is, I don't know, they'd have to power it down a little bit, but maybe a whole bunch of minions or something come out, maybe? I honestly don't know. And I think blood orbs, like, the Oni. Like the Oni gets, I think blood orbs would be really cool if he, like, absorbed them after hitting them. But I don't want it to be too much like the Oni, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's a lot you could do with Alucard. And plus, we already have Alucard's voice actor doing Dracula from Castlevania, so just bring him back for regular Alucard. His voice is basically the only reason I was a Dracula main for a little bit, because I just felt like I really, really wanted to play Alucard, but there wasn't an Alucard in it yet. But yeah, please, this would actually be perfect for Dead by Daylight. I mean, come on. They could even do voice lines from Hellsing Abridged. Dude, that would be awesome, actually. This is another one that is not a killer like Dead by Daylight standards or anything like that, but the Guyver or any of the Guyver's villains would definitely work. This is just a really cool body horror anime. If you haven't seen it, it's actually really cool. It's like a tokusatsu body horror. It's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. Go and watch the Guyver if you haven't watched it. But yeah, I think he would absolutely be amazing. He looks perfect for Dead by Daylight. Man, the skins they could do would be so cool. Just everything about it would be amazing. And I would love to see a blighted version of the Guyver. I just think that would be really cool. Now, this is something that does not have an anime yet, I don't think. I honestly don't know. I read this. I made a video about it like a year ago. Whenever I read not issue. What do they call it? What is manga called? I think it's just issue. Whatever. Number one, Magical Girl Apocalypse. It is so cool. It is genuinely amazing. I don't even know if this has an anime yet, but I've read the first two issues or whatever they call it in manga, and I'm wanting to get the third one. It is so good. If you haven't read it, please go and read it. And if there is an anime, please comment and tell me, because I looked it up and I didn't really get a straight answer about it. But yeah, this needs to be turned into an anime, please, someone, because this is such a cool story. And honestly, these magical girl apocalypse things would be absolutely amazing for Dead by Daylight. They are so creepy and cool, and I think a sprint attack for them would be awesome, because they're like, they're like children, and creepy children in movies always have to run at you really fast at one point at least. But there's also a ton of other things you could do. You can make it really colorful attacks or something, because it's like, it's a magical girl. You could go crazy with it. And then the skins would go hard, because there are so many different, like, there's like, this is the base one, and then there's like a couple other types of magical girls, and then you could change the dress and like the bow and stuff for each skin. Dude, this is just really cool. And spoiler alert, I guess, for this manga. I don't know how long this manga has been out, or if it's even finished yet, but those, like, the little wand things, they just point it at people and it busts a hole through their stomach and stuff, and it's so freaking cool. Dude, that would be such a good Mori if, like, they got up and started running, and then they just slowly point it at them and it blows their leg off and then their head or something. That would be so cool. But yeah, this, please, I want an anime, and then I want it in Dead by Daylight. This is the first one on this list that actually just absolutely belongs in Dead by Daylight. If you don't know who Yoshikage Kira is, it is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think part... Man, I don't know. It's the one with Josuke. It's Diamond is Unbreakable, or yeah, that's the name of the part. I love JoJo's. I watched it. I just binge watched every single one of them a couple of years ago, actually, and it was just really, really good. I love JoJo's. And I think Yoshikage Kira just belongs in Dead by Daylight so much. I mean, he's a serial killer. He's a freak that collects women's hands. He's just a creepy guy. And his stand, a Killer Queen. There we go. I couldn't remember. I forgot the stand's name. I started thinking of the stand's face, and then I was like, what is that thing called? And then I remembered. Yeah, Killer Queen is absolutely amazing. And its power set would be so cool for abilities, because now if they did it to where you can place the bombs on things, like maybe different vault locations or even pallets or something, that would be really cool. Like, once you touch it, it explodes, and like sometimes maybe it just gives you a counter, and then next time you hit it, if you have the counter already, it damages you or something. I think that would be cool. Or maybe it just hinders you, and then it gives a loud noise notification, just something like that, because I think that would be really cool. But I don't know how you do Killer Queen without making them like overpowered, because it is one of the stands that's just up there, because it can just insta-kill anyone as long as he's stealthy enough with it. So I mean, yeah. And then, dude, one that like takes him back in time if he kills someone would be cool, but I don't even know how I don't even know how you would do that in Dead by Daylight. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do with this stand, and his creepy nature definitely works with it. And they could do a skin that's him after the halfway point of the series where they first see Kira, because he like changes his face entirely and like takes over someone else's life. It's a whole thing. Just watch the part, please. If you haven't watched JoJo's, what are you doing on this video, first of all? And second of all, please go and watch it. Part 2 is the best part. Okay, I think Chainsaw Man belongs on this list because he looks creepy and he's cool, but I don't really think he would work that well, like lore-wise, being a killer in Dead by Daylight. I think I don't know. Yeah, Chainsaw Man in his full form definitely works better than the dingy form, but we'd probably get a dingy form skin, and then we could get a Bayonet Devil skin too. But like I said, I'm pretty sure the dude from Tokyo Ghoul doesn't even fit that well with his character. So I don't know. This one it just looks cool, and I think he would be cool to have in it. That's honestly how a few of these goes, but especially the Guyver. He shouldn't be a killer in Dead by Daylight either. But I mean, I don't know. I need to watch Tokyo Ghoul, like, genuinely, so I understand what's going on. I'm finishing Chrono Crusade for, like, the third time right now. And then I think I'm moving on to Black Butler, because my fiance loves that show, and I've been wanting to watch it with them. And then I think after that we're watching Madoka Magica, because I like magical girl stuff and weird, giant, otherworldly Lovecraftian creatures, which I think is what that show is about. I have no idea. But yeah, what was I talking about? Who knows? I don't know. Chainsaw Man would be cool, though, I think. I completely forgot that Ion was even on this list, but yeah, like I said, I've been rewatching Chrono Crusade, so I guess I put Ion on here. Yeah, Ion would just be cool. This dude is freaking awesome. I love Ion. He's actually just super dope. I like him. I need to read the manga of Chrono Crusade. I need to get my hands on all of it so I can read it, because I've been hearing that the manga is way better than the anime and stuff, and I love this show. This is like the first anime I ever watched and everything, and Ion, like I said, is just a really cool villain, and I think he would work in Dead by Daylight very, very well. If they got the voice actor from the anime to come back for it, that would be even better. Just, he looks cool. Look at him. The skins they could do with him would be sick. They could give him the demon form and this form. I think, dude, that would just be sick. And bring either Chrono or Rosette in as a survivor. Dude, Rosette would be sick, but Chrono would be, oh man. Okay, bring in Chrono and then have Rosette as a like second skin, like you can buy it, man. But I think Rosette would be a cooler survivor just to have base form. Ah, man, I have no idea. I'll talk about all that whenever I get to my survivor video, if I do that later. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of videos like this where people are saying what anime characters should be killers on this, and I haven't seen anyone talk about Devilman, and that's really surprising to me, because Devilman is a pretty huge, like, everything. I mean, it's pretty big whenever it comes to the manga scene and literally everything. Yeah, I've read all Devilman, and I've watched Devilman Crybaby, and I watched a little bit of the what I could find on YouTube of the Devilman series where they turned him into a superhero for some reason. But yeah, Devilman is really cool in literally every single version that I've seen him. Yeah, if you haven't watched or read Devilman, you should definitely do that. Devilman Crybaby is really good, and the Devilman manga is genuinely amazing. Like it's actually really, really good. It actually, like, with my art and stuff, it's actually a pretty big inspiration for whenever I draw monsters and stuff. But yeah, that's besides the point, I guess. Devilman would be sick. I would want this as a skin. Yes, I'm about to just go into a rant about what skins I want. I would want this as the base skin. I would absolutely need a red recolor like this. Like you see it. And I know I just now said that I thought this version was weird because they turned him into a superhero, but this version would go hard. If they turned him into a skin, like they had the regular Devilman and then they had this, I would absolutely buy this and use it. This would be awesome, like genuinely amazing. Dude, I love this. I love this old style, and just seeing this color palette and the belt with the like the trunks and everything, like a regular superhero, would be so cool to see in Dead by Daylight's style and everything. Especially if we did get this, I would probably be super hyped for this. Actually, like this is just peak design right here. And this right here is probably news to most of you, but there's a Devilman live action movie, and this design isn't that bad, to be honest. The movie itself isn't good, but this design for Devilman isn't bad at all. And honestly, I would probably like switch between this and the superhero Devilman design if I had this in Dead by Daylight. Like all of these, I'd probably switch between those two because I think this one is actually like pretty metal. I think this is a really good live action design. I just wish the movie was better, to be honest. But yeah, this is a cool design, and the superhero design would, like I said, that would be absolutely amazing. It should go without saying that Parasite needs to be in Dead by Daylight. Just any version. I watched the one on Netflix. I can't remember what it is. Man, I cannot remember which one is on Netflix. But yeah, Parasite's just cool. His ability being like the lashing out with his hand or his head or whatever would be sick. Just everything about the Parasite and everything is just asking to be put into a game like Dead by Daylight. I mean, you know how terrifying it would be, dude, if he just looks like a normal person until he hits and then it turns into the Parasite with his hand and everything. That would be so creepy. And don't even get me started on the amount of Moris they could do. They could do a different Mori with each skin if they wanted to. I mean, seriously, the head turning really big, like blooming out, and then eating their head would be pretty easy slam dunk with Parasite fans and regular people. I'm just gonna call them regular people at this point. But yeah, it's just, come on, that would be such a good Mori. Them getting cut into pieces by its head or something would be really cool. Just with all the body horror that is in Parasite, there's so much you could do for the Mori in Dead by Daylight. Like there's the moon is the limit, I guess, whatever it's called. I don't know how that saying goes, man. I've never played Danganronpa, and I cannot remember this chick's name, but I think she would be a really, really cool killer, especially if this little dude came with her. Yeah, the bear would be sick. I don't know how they would implement it. It might be like a twins type of situation where it breaks off from her and then goes off on a, like, you have play as it instead of her or something. I don't really know how it would go, but I think she would be really cool, and maybe we could get some pretty cool skins out of it. And he would be perfect. I love him. Just bring him in if they wanted to. Like, he is like a robot thing in Danganronpa, isn't he? I don't know. He's something. He has children in one of the games. Did he create them, or were they created, or like, is he a living thing or a robot? Who knows? I'm sure one of you will comment and tell me though. Thank you in advance, I guess. Yeah, this thing would just be cool. Like, Danganronpa, just come on, bring it into Dead by Daylight already. I swear this might be the last one from Hellsing Ultimate. Yeah, the werewolf dude from Hellsing would be absolutely sick. I think he would be awesome. I don't think they even give him a name. I think he's just the sergeant or something. But yeah, he would be awesome. Just everything about him is so cool. And we need a werewolf killer, and why not make it Hellsing themed? I mean, seriously, look at this dude right here and tell me that you don't want him in Dead by Daylight. I would main him. He is so cool. The roach dudes from Terraformers is absolutely nightmare fuel. Like, they are horrifying. I've only watched like a couple episodes of Terraformers and a few scenes on YouTube. That's like my like all of the knowledge I have on this show and everything. And yeah, these dudes are just not okay. Dude, these things being in Dead by Daylight would give me a heart attack. Look at those dead, soulless eyes just glaring into your soul. These dudes are massive. Like, they would probably be bigger than Nemesis in the game. And, dude, that would be so cool. I don't know what their power would be. Apparently there's ones with wings, ones that can dig underground, and a whole bunch of other evolutionary type of stuff that they have. And I'm down for it. We need something like this that has a whole bunch of different abilities and stuff. Maybe give it a skill wheel like the Lich has or something like that. Just give us something. I think that would be sick. Even if it's just them doing a Superman leap, that would be sick, actually. You're just walking, doing a gin or something. You're just, you get into a locker and then you just hear because something just landed right in front of the locker or the generator or something. And you're just like, no. You start running. That would be sick. And I think them having like a button that you can hold to run, because I've seen a lot of clips of them running and it is not okay. I do not like it. It is horrifying. This thing running at you would be awful. But yeah, I don't know. This thing is creepy and it would be cool. Okay, yeah, that was the last one I had. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think should be in Dead by Daylight. Do you think any new anime characters should come out? Do you even like the Tokyo Ghoul stuff that we got this chapter? Go ahead and tell me all your thoughts. Go ahead and tell me if you think I had it right or if I was completely off base. I personally think I got it completely right, but of course I do. I mean, I am the one that made this list, so of course I think I'm right. But yeah, like I said, tell me what anime characters you think should be brought in, or if you think any anime characters should be brought in at all. I've seen a whole bunch of people say that they hate the Tokyo Ghoul stuff because they don't like anime and it doesn't belong in Dead by Daylight. I might do a whole video talking about whether it belongs in Dead by Daylight or not, but that's not for this video, I guess. Yeah, just I don't know, comment, like I said, like, subscribe, all of that type of stuff. And yeah, that's all I got for this video. So see ya.